I don't care. If it that day, then the probably won't care. Come here, baby, come here. Know what you like, you ain't gotta say. I know what you like, you ain't gotta say. This not the time that we like to play. I'm tryna find a little time today. Girl, you looking a little fine today. I really fuck with you, that's what I'm tryna say. That's what I'm tryna say. I fuck with you, I'm tryna find a way. I fuck with you, I get no time to wait. I fuck with you, baby, I get no wait. I'm stuck with you just like them. I'm stuck with you just like PB and J. I'm trusting you, baby, you ain't gotta play. How to keep playing, pulling up, how to keep real. Walking in, why they stare? Feeling like the man of the year. Man of the year. Feeling like the man of the year. Man of the year. Oh. More shit, yeah. You ain't talking about Glock, you ain't talking about name, nigga. Huh? Whoa. I got on Glock.
Maybe the
Red tip, sunset too. Glock get flip. B1 pop nigga right in the head. Reload the drink, pop a nigga like a zit. Eastside men thought to hang in the brick. Fuck a little light, get dipped by flip. Locked up, burning time, chill like a wick.
And by the way, don't think just because we weren't on the app, us Americans did.
Like a jump, throw it like purpose, you know that I'm broke. Top, and you know that ain't nothing just to get a nigga numb. Yeah, nigga, I drop some off. One in the head, yeah, the stick got a stump.
Bro, my shit tweaking, bro. This shit blowing me. I'm already having a bad day. It's Shmo though. We just gonna go on to the next shit. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I missed y'all, man. I genuinely missed y'all. It's been a minute. Been gone for like 4 days. A lot of shit happened. TikTok got denuclearized for a little bit. I have my opinions, but I'm not in the mood to scare the host. So we just gonna watch some stream videos. I'm annoyed though, cause my shit, the shit I was trying to watch isn't even the shit I was trying to like. I was trying to watch that TikTok shit for real, for real. But it's cool though. I ain't tripping too much. We just gonna vibe on reactions for now. See what that shit hitting on. Gotta watch this UG cipher ASAP. Audrey got a vid. Wanna watch this Audrey vid. I want to watch this B-Lou shit, get my opinion on that. I want to watch the LeBron fan, and we'll see what happens next. But like watch this shit.
Yo, this DJ Band, you rocking with the 2025 UGS Top 10 Cypher. Let's get it.
Thanks, Jackery.
Southside. Come on. Yeah, nigga getting pets. Got racks, so leave me alone.
Yo, this DJ Band, you rocking with the 2025 UGS Top 10 Cypher. Let's get it.
All verses were recorded 24 hours prior to the production of the cypher. Every artist had 2 hours to record.
Thanks, Jackery.
And y'all can't even see. I'm tripping today, bro. Oh God, I'm tripping.
Yo, this DJ Band, you rocking with the 2025 UGS Top 10 Cypher. Let's get it.
Thanks, Jackery.
South.
This nigga Park got a fucking grenade launcher. Am I tripping?
Sad. Come on, let's do it. Yeah, nigga getting pets. Got racks, so leave me alone. 300 black out right to a dome. Yeah, nigga getting shit on my own. Track money, this shit ain't from loans. Baby, I had a fuck, I'm gone. I see too much green while rocking the chrome. Yo, slime again, we pop out black truck. They broke, can't get they racks. So about to splat, you don't even got that too.
Ew.
That nigga stay clutching the 10 million. He a joker with money been too silly. That bitch, she sucking me up in the booth with it. How about to cover the track on the news with it? Yeah, nigga getting pets.
Nigga Park tripping. God.
Yeah, nigga getting shit on my own. Track money, this shit ain't from loans. Baby, I had a fuck, I'm gone. I see too much.
That's
green
CJ?
while rocking the chrome.
Oh shit, CJ nigga.
Wait. Yeah.
Did this nigga Benji just freeball some drink, some syrup? He just freeballed some syrup.
See too much green while rocking the chrome. Nigga. Alright. Yo. Hey, yeah, pump me in one more.
Ew. Oh, my nigga Brezzo in it.
What you know though, that bad. But you know I ain't doing no photos. And I'm riding commando, I dropped a 10. Like it's a 20. Yeah, I just dropped your bitch, I just dropped some dick. Drop down on the lid. I don't give a fuck about shit, I just need some purse. Not doing shit. Yeah, I be on that shit, I have withdrawals. Withdraw, back off. And they can't wear draws. At all. You know shit at all. I don't do fentanyl. At all. I send my shooter on one call. You talking tough, you get picked off. I do this shit like it's softball. 10 hoes lining them up, dog. I got your bitch in that long line.
That pretty over there?
You know what's name to me, though. You know I shoot like a free throw. You know I'm having one breeze on. You know I'm having like 10 hoes. And I don't give a fuck about the back, though. You know I'm having these racks, though. What's the 10? I just spending that sacks, though. And I ain't buy shit for me, though. Hey, you know how I do for my fam, though. These nigga brother can't buy nothing. Tryna look at me, I want that Skywood. Like walking in the store and ain't getting nothing. All these hundreds, I'm getting it add up. All these hundreds, I'm getting they stack up. Hey, you know I'm about rats, bro. Hey, you know I can't fuck with you. Why? Cause I heard that you rap, bro. Hey, you know how I get to. 2 guns and they both got extendo. 2 O's, you know I brought both 2. And you know I can't go for that back door. Hell no. Nigga, hell no. Hell no.
My mama said she miss her old me. Hey. My mama said she wanna old me back.
Why is KO here? Not saying he's bad. I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm thinking it's a freshman type vibe. It's just underground cypher. Okay. I'm thinking it's some freshman shit, but not KO hard.
I forgot how I was, she never forget me. Man, it's not a race to be free, man, nigga, that's filthy. If you going through something, just know that I got your back. If I see the truth, them niggas gonna kill me.
It's a pretty prod.
Fuck that, I can never let somebody else send me. Fuck that. How you find yourself back in the mix again? Let them leave, believe to be back again. Don't forget the money ain't your only friend. Ain't car got mixed with the tricks again. 2025, I wanna live again. Babe more sweeter than a pure life. I get mad when I was out like pissing. God damn it, my heart in attention. As I cry when I wanna.
I'm not this shit smooth. He flowing this bitch, but this not my vibe. This song, this type of verse ain't my vibe. But KO flowing this bitch on God. That's pretty. That is pretty.
Big fish, they gon' run that shit back like a pick 6.
Are you the biggest bird?
Hard-headed baby.
K3 cold as fuck.
My last day on
what you gon' sacrifice for it. Grew up as a quiet kid, took time for me to talk my shit. Grew up with no money, took some time for me to look like this, dress like this, put some diamonds on my wrist. I flex on all my old hoes just to show them what they miss. Treat this shit like death note, put my ops on one big list. When I see them out, I'll pull my Glock, then blow a kiss. Show them what they miss. Treat this shit like death note, put my ops on one big list. When I see them out, I'll pull my Glock, then blow a kiss.
Yeah, my Death Note's over here. It's in my car. I mean, it's in my car.
Big A3, big.
Quick cab. Okay, 3. CJ in it. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Bro, this nigga perk in the back with a goddamn grenade launcher. This shit is frying me, bro.
Skinny boy, nigga. How did I even get here? Don't wanna make friends cause they weird. Letting off one fart be my main fear. Sipping on this drink till my pain clear. When I park late night with my main peers. In LA it don't even snow. And I do wanna fuck with Shawty, but I check the reviews and it said she a hoe. No cat feel like I'm the realest in the room and I ain't even make it to the dope. And I ain't talking about the ground, but they need to wake up while they sleep on my floor. Nigga ran no got head tap, no duck goose. Falling back, I ain't fucking with you. Won't burn no fat, tryna run from the truth. Your bitch would be ugly. I thought that little hoe was your brother. Like a speech impediment.
Damn, it's so crazy. Can we get a round of applause for CJ? This shit crazy. He went from just a regular IG nigga, IG funny nigga with a Trey, to then starting out bad. I mean, not bad against my bad. The backyard against on TikTok, blowing up off that, then starting doing music and shit. He been doing good on the music shit. Now he out here with other semi-big to big underground niggas. Like, this shit, what's up? Front yard against. They the front yard against, not the backyard against.
Talking to stupid little kids. I remember when I was the same. Snatching off in there, brand new coupe on the move. I'm whipping it big like a slave. Grown that man and your bitch still a school.
Always whipping like a slave.
Checking her grades. I don't even care about how I got little niggas as long as the money was made. Bad ass kid, I don't wanna behave. Dark times, hope for the sunnier days.
Ew. See, he ride this bitch at parts. Then he start putting too many words in one verse and it be frying me. But he be riding this bitch.
Ain't no bitches you hang out with guys. Twisters up on me, that's to my surprise. Young nigga from the streets, I'm just in my disguise.
I never heard of Ecstasy.
Moving presidents, who that is fuck with the way I got this green on. Out of all the niggas, she done play, she call her ex the mean one. I got text on top of fucking text, that shit changed my demeanor. In the class I went like low AP shit, went right to my jeweler. It's like flex on flex, like bitch I'm next, I can't see through my cooler. Come and show me where it.
I ain't gonna lie, he's flowing this bitch. One God.
Pink ain't sweat like bitch, I finna do you. I swag out, classing out, session up. Told them niggas sit the fuck down, back them up. Felt like Robin with the rebound now, swagging out. Like Etsy on the top of shit, topping shit like top of charts. I'm on the top and stopping shit. All y'all niggas lame as hell, you lying fucking capping bitch. I see through the glove, I see through the shadow shit. I see all the niggas creeping up, they want my bag and shit, damn, brand new Fendi bag, swagging shit. Tell them niggas get the fuck back, I'm acting shit. I'm in the class and I'm clapping shit. Ain't no applause, why you acting, bitch? Run up applause from my girl, she really bad as shit.
Here this nigga go, bro. Nigga rocket, bro.
Take one back. That's when I turn to an 8. I go broke, stick up game. I'm finna take his pay. Geek up, young nigga, let's have a perk off. How many perks?
That nigga, that fucking grown is hard as fuck. I'm like, bro, that nigga rocket, bro. He acquired taste, but he hard.
I take nigga, don't turn the stove off. How much dough can I make? A perk off, how many perks can I take? I'm finna take his pay. Geek up, young nigga, let's have a perk off. How many perks can I take? Nigga, don't turn the stove off. How much dough can I make? Percent, nigga, I for running those off. How many pills I just eat? The junkie you playing with snow like all life. I serve it to him by the way.
Is this what's his name?
Sure, I might pull up free buddies, that's a hard trick. Gymnastics, yo, I make the money backflip. Yeah, you know this swag is in my jeans, I don't practice. Flights to Cali, LA shorties like my accent. LA shorties like my accent.
This nigga YT kind of flowing a bit, ain't he?
Cali, LA shorties like my accent.
His voice never really, it's usually like the same, but his son, like, he's an interesting guy because like his flows be sounding the same, but they don't sound the same, if you get what I'm saying. He hard though. YT cold. I fuck with YT.
Get money longer than a Jackson. When I stand on stage, women faint, Michael Jackson.
This nigga riding this shit though.
If I just said 10 and I'm in thousands, not hundreds.
Like a jerk type shit. Chill.
Yeah, it's a kitty.
I already knew. Okay, maybe not. My fault. I'm tripping.
Got 100 damn bitches turn 19. When I'm about to buy my second blick. Why the fuck you talk so much when you know you full of shit? I got hoes in the loft, right away in dick. You should pull up, only if I fuck with you, that's it. My life true, man, show straight. Movie and clips, in the bar for my chips. You want new shit, here's a snip. I got 50 for my clip. They blame my G, got some rips. I can whip the bird with this little Uzi like a lip. I don't need to breathe, I just want to be. That's my gift. She don't need to breathe, she just watching me. Throw the stick, she back to me.
I wonder what Pretty's monthly listeners are. He's at 100. Yeah, once he hit 150, I'm gonna go ahead and stop listening to him. I'm gonna switch on to another underground artist. You know how it be, bro. The second any underground artist start getting some love, we gotta start hating. We gotta literally destroy their career before it even gets started. Pretty, you next, bro. Do not go over 150 or you done. No more plays for me. Pretty overly, bro. Bro, chill. Benji, chill. This nigga free balling a fucking codeine.
I'm fine. I want a bitch that rock them French tips. I want a friendship. I want a bitch that come in Coco Gigi. She wanna eat me. I wanna pop the Roxy's, pull up Trish till I get sleepy. I want a bitch that like my pic on IG. She wanna eat me. She suck dick, but she tryna eat my ass. I'm not that freaky. He don't like how she fuck a fat that bitch XBF creep.
I ain't gonna cat this song overly hard, 100% this shit hard. But like, genuine question, like, is there ever a situation where I would let a girl eat my butt or put a thumb in my butt? I want to say no. Like, I genuinely don't. I don't feel like that's just my body. But like, I just be hearing that like, word on town is a lot of you is just going out here getting your butt ate and getting it. Is that weird? Like, me personally, I would never do. Let's get back to the music. Y'all think Benji be getting his shit played? I don't know. I'm tripping. Anyways, though.
My ex bitch can see the future. Whole time she wanna hate me. Back then they had napped on 3B. Now just get to the baby, huh? I used to rock the same fit. I've been putting that shit on lately, huh? I used to rock the same bitch. Now see every bitch wanna date me, huh? Now I'm just get to the money, ride through the back street, bust on my gun, yeah. Now I'm just get to the money, step on the op bitch, kill him for fun, yeah. These nigga rap just like me. All of these nigga my son. 556 to the fuck up on white tee. Hot shit, tell me who wants some. Got to the money, they say that I switched up. Talk about how you had bitch.
I thought that money was talk about how you got.
Got to the money, they wanted me patched up. Now I just be on some rich stuff. Got to the money, she talking about Coco, but I can't be on no trickster. 100K, I put that on the alt top pack and leaving them switched up. Too many pills, I never sit still for real. I'm feeling too glitched out. Going out. Said I don't know how they feel.
Nah, I'm thinking to myself about something important. Ignore me. Chill. Yo, Benji, this like Benji's 5th shot of this, bro, in like the last 15 minutes, bro. Someone get Benji some help, bro. Hey, Benji, hit me, bro. If it's a conversation, if you need to tell somebody, hit me, bro. You tweaking. You gotta chill. Bro, you gotta chill. That was everybody? Yeah, that was everybody. Alright, that was everybody. Nah, this is solid. I like this, for real. I like this. British Underground looking bright. Them boys went crazy. Let's see what else they be doing over here. Might gotta tap in for some more. Okay, so they just be giving like perspectives. Nah, that was hard though. I fuck with that for sure. Next up, let's see. I don't listen to this B-Lou shit, bro.
Man, what the fuck? This nigga coming for the ghosts, nigga.
Paving this shit crank.
I'ma show this nigga who to really go there, nigga. Who really the best ever.
Ew.
Niggas be going outside, bumping their jaws and talking about shit they ain't had. Niggas be going outside. Why'd you worry about us? Go get you a bag. Niggas be going outside. Certified pussy boy, we know he mad. Niggas be going outside. Certified pussy boy, get in the lab. Niggas be going outside, bumping their jaws and talking about shit they ain't had. Niggas be going outside. Why'd you worry about us? Go get you a bag. Niggas be going outside. Certified pussy boy, we know he mad. Niggas be going outside. Certified pussy boy, get in the lab. Go put the racks in the bag. All of that poppin', you going outside.
Yeah, Kill. He riding his bit.
Go, I give y'all a bye. Look, Louis Walker, the force got my back. Spaceship, this foreign hit different. Whole bunch of rappers, me eating Lutil on a suit. Niggas be cornering me, nigga. Ripping this much from my back. Look back in this mo, turn me up, this shit slap. Planet Earth is not safe, this bitch under attack. Don't trip out that cop, already heard if he mentioning Shaq. Niggas been federal, niggas bisexual. Knew he wasn't cut. Niggas took a knife to their butt. Niggas be going outside, bumping their jaws and talking about shit they ain't had. Niggas be going outside. Why'd you worry about us? Go get you a bag. Niggas be going outside. Certified pussy boy, we know he mad. Niggas be going outside. Certified pussy boy, get in the lab.
Niggas be going outside, get in the lab. Nah, this shit was overly. This gotta be worst song of 2025. Nah, I ain't gonna cap, bro. This shit was solid, bro. This shit went. Polo, you talking about some of my boy? 200K. I ain't gonna cap, bro. This might be better than any diss Drake or Kendrick used against the other. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but no funny stuff. Like, this all fun and games, but I don't think like Drake really digging himself in a bigger hole, and it's like he don't even understand that like the accolades, numbers can only do so much for you, bro. Like, you gonna always have the stats, but the more bitch made and corny you act, the more the less niggas as a culture respect you for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already okay, cool. You tried to go against you tried to be David versus the Goliath. You fought Kendrick, cool. Then you decide to sue him, or you want to sue him UMG because you want to get out the contract, but then you use the beef, cool. Points off. Then you want to go and say that UMG was using regular creators to go against you. My whole thing is like, how is it you bet Kai to stay on for your diss, but then when he stays on after your diss for another diss, now it's he's being used by UMG. Oh, they plotting, they conspiring against me, bro. You're corny, bro. God bless y'all. Stay safe. Let's see what I ain't hear this Nino Payne song. I'm tripping. Let's hear this Nino Payne song.
Let's go. Ain't none of us legal, nigga. Fuck you talking about? None of us. The hardest, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you niggas. Let's go. Ain't none of us legal. I ride with a 10 everywhere.
don't see. I'm calling my dog and name. I'm taking a press back to back, nigga, more than he need. I be counting my days and stacking my rocks and this shit, but I really don't plan on leave. They be fucking with me when it come to the spot. They be treating the youngin' like one of the bees. I remember them days when I ain't had none. Shot keep ringing, I'm sharing the spot with my dog. Ain't none of us sitting for fun. They say I'm tripping, a nigga ain't smiled in a minute. My dog got a 1901. Put them youngins in cars, I put them in motion. Young nigga, I want it on one. Young nigga, I know how I feel. I know Tosh ain't love me, but she still proud of my son. Nigga, still proud that I did it. I'm in the spot with me shit like a Kim. Nigga, long live sir, my youngin' was with nigga. Hit the 2-4, he be back in the minute. Call shit at the spot like I'm Damian Lillard. My youngin' be geeking the score.
I just know this nigga Nino finna come in and smack though. I mean, watch this.
I be there and find me right at the light. I put a RP right with a pain and they put 2 lines right in the sprite. Wait till his feet kicked up in the main. I know how to feel to blow overnight. I had to work for this shit, niggas ain't wanna let me win, so I kicked in the door. If I had to choose, I'd do it again. Double enough is 2 times enough. We change Glocks and clothes on.
Why his part sound a little watery? They must not have recorded in the same stew. His audio part sound a little like underwater and muffly. I don't know if this was like, I don't know.
Remember them days he had nothing, just me and the man. Bro got demons, he always fighting, he closing the door, he ain't letting them in. Soon as I hop right out of that beam, right, that's one thing about leaving again. Me and my niggas, we always together, ain't none of my niggas gonna leave again.
I ride with a tender around the sea. I'm calling my dog and name. I'm taking a press back to back, nigga, more than he need. I be counting my days and stacking my rocks and this shit, but I really don't plan on leave. They be fucking with me when it come to the spot. They be treating the youngin' like one of the bees. I remember them days when I ain't had none. Shop keep ringing, I'm sharing the spot with my dog. Ain't none of us sitting for some. They say I'm tripping, a nigga ain't smiled in a minute. My dog got a 19.
Nah, this was solid for sure. This was solid. Let me see if my TikTok work, bro. If it don't, I'm gonna break everything. I don't know why my TikTok not working on my computer when I'm trying to see something important. It won't let me.
Alright, everyone.
And I'm seeing like white people on my shit, bro. I'm seeing white people on my shit. I'm really gonna have to live day in, day out through the rise, never fall of American fascism, oligarchy. Like no speed run, no time glitch, just 24 hours or 24 hours. To the end of the road, this will be our lifetime. Still clocking in. Alright, hold on. I don't know why I can't access my messages. I got videos I'm trying to show. Like, y'all know how I do it. I'm trying to clip farm, bro. I can't even clip farm. This shit blowing me. Hold on. Why I'm over here breathing? I'm about to hit 300K on that video. That's crazy. You know this kid kind of blew me. You know the nigga that I reacted to that was like this nigga, bro. The One Piece nigga, bro. He commented. That video hit 45K, and the nigga commented, "Thanks for the credit, law." And it's like on one hand, I understand like you want maybe it's like sucks to see like a video that you do better on someone else's page. I can see that, but you don't gotta be a smart ass or like sarcastic about the fact I ain't give you credit. It's like. It's not. I added like a lot of my own commentary to it. Yeah, your shit started out in the beginning, but it's not like I completely stole your shit for you to come in and feel like you know what I'm saying, where's my credit? You feel me? It, like in no way am I trying to disrespect the nigga. It just kind of blew me when I'm walking in. I forgot what I was walking to. That nigga said that shit. That shit blew me. If he ain't mean it in that way, then I apologize. But I'm trying to think like I didn't give him credit in that, but I gave him credit in the stream. But I didn't give him credit on the clip, so I don't know if he like felt a way about that. But that shit kind of blew me. But at the end of the day, if I'm tripping and he ain't mean it like that, then it's a misunderstanding, and I'll just take it back. But I should still no hate to the nigga though. It just blew me. I said relax. Like he said thanks for the credit, and I was like relax.
A dude that does this.
Relax.
Today we're gonna talk about.
I wanna look at Audrey. We finna look at Adri's opinion on Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator and make sweet potato muffins with a brown sugar streusel topping. I might end up doing a couple other flavors too. Talking about Tyler is bound to make me feel a little bit.
You know what? It's time for me to stir the pot. You feel me? I think the hater in me finna come out. So Adri is talking about Tyler the Creator, and I was just talking to my mans about Tyler the Creator and Lil Yachty. Basically, my sister gave me a topic. I mean, a point a while back, and I think it's true to this day. Lil Yachty, like Tyler the Creator, is what Lil Yachty aspires to be. You feel me? This is a quick little hate document to him. No disrespect though, but Tyler the Creator is what Lil Yachty wishes he was. You feel me? Like, I don't know, the way Yachty carries himself as of lately when it comes to music and fashion, he truly believes like he's this ultra big pioneer that deserves all the respect. Which at the end of the day, he did help that early SoundCloud wave in 2016, 17, that little era. He was a very big paver of that. So I'm not gonna hate him in that way. But I feel like in his head he truly like believe, because they kind of like are similar in certain aspects, right? So it's kind of like in the beginning of their careers, this was like the music they were making was unheard of at that point, kind of, if you know what I'm saying. So a lot of old heads, like the current heads of the game, didn't really give them the respect they deserve. And so I feel like, but Yachty and Tyler took had two different reactions to say, hey, I think Yachty to this day carries that chip on his shoulder, hate, like anger against the rap game for not respecting him when he came out. Like we kind of seen a little bit of it when Caribou, when everybody turned on him during the Mitch situation, like, and people it didn't turn on him, but they was like, yeah, you tripping for being a weirdo to Mitch, and like the way he reacted just felt like spite, like I did all this, I'm doing all this work, I'm putting everybody on, and y'all still don't love me. You feel me? Like, I feel like he never really dropped the hate, and I mean he never really took that chip on his shoulder, right, and sat it down. But on the other hand, like Tyler took it and was like, all right, cool. You know what? Instead of me being mad at y'all calling me weirdo, I'm gonna just go deeper into the weird bag, and I'm gonna make the weirdos my people. And he literally was. He's bigger than that, but he became the poster child in music for being weird, normalizing the weirdness, and like breaking boundaries in terms of the music space and what you can make and how you can present yourself. And also we can get into like fashion, like. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Yachty did help bring that New York baggy clothes style to the South, but like, come on, what are we? Folks be going around really talking about like the Lil Yachty style when it's like, no, Twin got inspired from up north, start dressing like it down here, and now that it's like kind of a thing where it's kind of being revitalized. But I don't like that's not some. So now like he be speaking the way he be talking about fashion and shit, it be frying me because like, Twin, what are you talking about? While on the other hand, Tyler really like has that whole like little, I don't even know what that brand of clothes of like fashion wear is, but he has his own style, and he's inspiring other niggas with that style. I don't think he created that style, but I think he does. He's like, I don't know how I want to say it, but I'm just saying he's inspiring niggas with the style that Tyler's going. And then lastly, we can even go music, bro. Like, I don't know what it was, but the second he dropped Let's Start Here, he started moving so pretentious when it came to his opinions on music. Like him talking, like the way he talks about music is like, you would really think this dude really has like, he's really putting that pain, and he has like studied the game enough to really talk about it. And this comes to me, I'm not saying I studied the game enough. I understand that I'm very ignorant to the game, and there's so much music I don't understand. But I feel like Yachty listened to that Pink Floyd album, dropped that Let's Start Here mockery of Pink Floyd, and then after that said, yeah, I have an opinion now. I'm a rap head now. Like, I can talk about music and where it is. You feel what I'm saying? Where on the other hand, on the other hand, Tyler's like creating how can I like kind of explain what I mean by Tyler's version of music. Tyler is kind of has like a humbleness to himself. He, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to talking about his music, the way he talks, like the way he creates his music, the inspiration to his music, and his plan for his music when each of these albums drop. And you feel me? And there's more like a personal feel to the music. Like it's genuine. The music he makes is like genuine. Versus now where on the other side is like Yachty kind of more on like the I don't know what that new sound he's going for is. It's hard. I'm not gonna like it's not hard, but on this it's like I don't feel like the love for the game in this shit. You feel me? Like one is homegrown versus Yachty's more on like the Drake type vibe. You feel me? And that's why he's co-signing Drake so hard. This one of my hey man, I mean I feel like I got more examples or whatever, but that's just like my main thing. Like I just feel like I don't know. I just be thinking. Shout out Adri though. She's just looking down like, can this nigga unpause the video? He just yapped for 20 minutes. My fault, Audrey.
Experimental, but I'm also just winging it, so we'll see what happens. It all started in 2007 when a 15-year-old boy from Hawthorne, California designed a magazine, and the name of that magazine was Odd Future. It was going to be all about music, photography, fashion, skateboarding, so he set out to find a bunch of musicians, designers, photographers, and skateboarders to be a part of his vision. Somewhere along the way, Odd Future evolved from a magazine to a music collective, and then over the following decade, it would evolve into an entire movement. In 2008, OX dropped their debut mixtape, as well as a couple other solo projects as well. And then in the following 2 years, both the group and their fan base expanded. One of the solo projects that dropped during this time period was Tyler the Creator's debut studio album, Bastard. They released it on Christmas Day 2009 on Tumblr. The Bastard tape is kind of like The Sopranos, but if Tony was an angsty teenage boy. In both of them, the main theme is that the main character is expressing their most twisted and depressing inner thoughts to a therapist, and all the anger that they have towards the rest of the world. And they both curse a lot. Like, every 10 syllables. Now, this album was praised for being a beautifully crafted body of work, but it was also heavily criticized for its vulgarity and mentions of extreme violence towards women. That was just the beginning.
This is a sweet potato pie. She make a sweet potato pie.
Because then he dropped Goblin. I am always going to keep it 100% real on this channel. I would be lying if I said I was fond of the Bastard Goblin era. Between the lyrics on Tron Cat to the Yonkers video to eating a roach, I'm a lady. I am not the audience for all this. I'm simply not the type of fan that's gonna come up with a bunch of artsy-fartsy, fake deep ways to defend my favorite artist. I was uncomfortable, and that's just what it is. But when I think about where he is now, I can appreciate this part of his career as being the start of one of the greatest artist evolutions in music history. The evolution in question started with Wolf when he took his first step away from the horrorcore style of music. I'm well aware of the fact that Tyler didn't like to identify as horrorcore, and I respect it, but the music was horrifying. He continues the theme of self-reflection, but instead of detailing his sick, twisted fantasies, he starts to free himself from the hurt and aggression of his youth and steps into a more
perfect example. Like, okay, back to the Yachty thing, right? It's what she was just talking about, like the reflectiveness of the music. Like Tyler really can talk about, like, got to reflecting about the hurt he got from his family, his father, the media, not the media, but like the people around, like, yeah, I guess the media or the perception of him and all of that shit. And he was like, all right, cool, let me talk about it. Yeah, on the other hand, instead of getting it out on the mic, he kind of just lets it seep out through like the way he carries himself, whether that be his podcast or his Twitter rants or things like that.
confident version of himself. He evolved sonically as well, from the dark, distorted synth textures to more playful, psychedelic sounds. I think one of Tyler's strongest skills is thematic cohesion, so what I really appreciate about Wolf is how he continued to build on these narrative structures with different alter egos. I'm tempted to go on a rant about how that's MF Doom's influence, but that's a conversation for a different day.
Oh yeah, please do.
He did take a step away from the storytelling and characters with Cherry Bomb. That album was all over the place, especially compared to his previous work, so many people consider that to be one of his weaker albums. Looking back, it's kind of funny because that's actually around the time when I started warming up to him. I know that it's chaotic and abrasive and a little bit overstimulating, but I can also appreciate how ambitious the production is. The parts of the album that were more jazzy, like Find Your Wings, that's what got my attention. So Wolf and Cherry Bomb are what piqued my interest, but Flower Boy is what solidified me as a Tyler the Creator fan. I already know there's going to be an Odd Future fanatic getting ready to tell me that means I'm not a real fan. You don't get a trophy for liking him before me, especially if you're one of these. Am I going to edit that out? Maybe.
No.
Let's see how bold I'm feeling.
Amen.
Anyway, Flower Boy. That's when he truly starts to blossom as a producer and as a lyricist. Flower Boy is introspective in a way that just seems a little bit more sincere. Flower Boy isn't my favorite Tyler the Creator album, but when people say that it's his best, they're not wrong. There's like 4 different albums where if you said it's his best, I might not agree, but it's not a crazy thing to say. I'm gonna mention which albums those are and rank his discography later. Also, I just randomly decided to make some of these chocolate. I don't know what's going on, just follow along. Okay, so Flower Boy continues the overarching theme of self-discovery, and 2 years after that, he finally steps back into the concept album, and when I say he stepped, he really stepped. That blonde wig Igor is probably the most iconic hip-hop hairstyle since Andre 3000 Silk Press, and dare I say, some of the best experimentation since Andre 3000. Now, I might get booed for this, but I really don't go back to Igor that often. Not because I don't like it, not because I don't think it's a good album. I can listen to just the instrumentals on their own. It is objectively a really good album, but it's also not a rap album, and I'm a hip-hop fanatic. I'd much rather hear Tyler rapping than singing. And that's why Call Me If You Get Lost, especially The Estate Sale, is my favorite Tyler the Creator album. There are
I can see that perspective. That's not my favorite. Igor's my favorite, but I can see what you're saying.
Very few rappers that are equally good at both rapping and producing. Aside from the standouts like MF Doom or Rock Marciano, most artists are a little bit better at one or the other. And I thought Tyler was one of those artists that's good at rapping but better at producing. Call Me If You Get Lost taught me that he is equally good at both. That man was really talking. Do you hear me? Listen, I love the depth and vulnerability of his other albums just as much as everyone else. But if the rhyme schemes are tight enough, I don't care that he's just rapping about being rich and famous. Now, if we're talking about substance, then content-wise, Chromacopia is probably his most mature album to date. He's very...
Yeah, Chromacopia was crazy. Chromacopia is crazy. And like along with everything else that's gonna come from like Tyler's influence, one thing that you're gonna like is it's gonna be amazing that Tyler did for like rap and just music in general. It's just like he laid a really good blueprint on how to properly grow from a personal standpoint, a musicality standpoint, a storytelling standpoint, a vulnerability standpoint. Like he really grew in all aspects of music, at least. Now people want to talk about his character. I feel like he's grown. Oh, he's overly mature. And this is not even coming from a big Tyler the Creator fan. Not saying I don't like his music, but just saying it in the context of like I didn't grow up with him is what I'm saying, right? So like, bro, like the growth from the beginning of his inception from Bastard to Chromacopia is just crazy. Like the content structure, content material, the rapping, the production. It's just like he really, bro, he's one of them ones, bro. It's a conversation that's gonna be had soon. And just the album consistency. It's just consistent. They have just improved on improved and improved. And it got to the point where like Chromacopia wasn't even him experimenting anymore. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna just refine my skills. I'm gonna just focus on like one aspect or a couple of small aspects, and I'm gonna just make them so high quality that y'all have to like, y'all just gonna enjoy it. Like,
very honest when he assesses earlier versions of himself. He doesn't hide any of the things he's done in his past, but also the way that he reflects on the world as a whole is a lot less angry. He went from being banned in multiple countries for his controversial lyrics to advocating for sex positivity and challenging Western beauty standards. Did I mention that I was going to do a cheesecake topping as well?
oh,
That's
she
what this
getting crazy.
is. Tyler, the Creator, helped push the boundaries of what a
She
rapper
getting crazy.
is supposed to look and sound like. And he opened the door for an entire generation of alternative hip-hop superstars. Tyler gave us Earl Sweatshirt and Frank Ocean. That alone speaks to how much impact he's had on the music industry. And then when you also factor in his clothing lines, Camp Flog Gnaw, Loiter Squad, he is one of the most well-rounded rap artists that we have ever seen. Okay, this is how I would rank Tyler, the Creator's albums. Last place is Goblin. I feel like I don't need to explain that. Then Bastard, then Cherry Bomb. I will say those two are very close, but I have Cherry Bomb slightly above it just because the content is less pearl clutch inducing. Now, because I know how y'all like to tussle, before I say this next one, I need y'all to understand that this is just my personal opinion. Igor. I like when rappers rap. That's all there is.
Damn, Audrey. I hope I'm saying it right. Adria, Audrey. Damn, I'm pretty sure it's Audrey though. Damn, Audrey, you tweaking. Damn, hot take. I get it though. You like when rappers rap, but damn, it's just like Igor is just so good. Like, I mean, I know she's not saying none of them are bad, but it's just like, damn. Okay, I respect it. I respect that opinion. I absolutely respect that.
Then Wolf,
opinion.
then Chromacopia.
Oh, I just realized. Damn, I was wondering where Wolf is. You have Wolf over Igor. That is an interesting poll. This is the.
And Flower Boy, and as I said before, Call Me If You Get Lost was my favorite.
That is the most like interesting looking Tyler the Creator discography ranking I've ever seen.
If You Get Lost.
This is the most hold on. It's cool. I don't care anymore. This is the most interesting looking Tyler the Creator disco I've ever seen in my life. This is so interesting to me. Interesting. Okay. Me, I had Igor, his number one. I think that's his best one. Then I go Flower Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, Bastard, Wolf, Goblin.
Is my favorite. This ranking is only based on my individual enjoyment, nothing else. I do think that Flower Boy, Call Me If You Get Lost, Igor, and Chromacopia are reasonable answers for his best. It's your opinion at the end of the day. I can't tell you you're wrong, but if your favorite is Bastard or Goblin, stay away from me. Ta-da! I feel like the streusel ones aren't streusling the way I wanted them to, so I'm not going to include them in the close-up, but I am going to try one.
Oh, okay.
Today we're going to talk about Tyler the Creator and make sweet potato muffins with the brown sugar streusel topping. I might end up doing a couple other flavors too. Talking about Tyler is bound to Now the chocolate goes crazy. Oh my god. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to share your favorite Tyler the Creator albums, your rankings, or just your overall thoughts about him as an artist. The sources for all my research.
Okay, so my ranking, I ranked it before, but I want to give it again. My ranking of his Tyler the Creator discography after having time to really marinate on Chromacopia would be number one is Igor. I got Igor number one, just because I get what she was saying was that like she likes when rappers when rappers rap over rappers sing, which I get, but I don't know. I just felt like Igor is like genuinely perfect from start to finish, so I have to put it there. I'd go Igor number one, Flower Boy number two. I'm gonna go Chromacopia number three. We're gonna put Call Me If You Get Lost at number 4. Cherry Bomb at 5. Flower Boy. Not sorry, I didn't say Flower Boy. Goblin number 6. Bastard number 7. I feel like I'm missing one. No, Wolf. Wolf is gonna go under Cherry Bomb. My bad. Wolf is gonna go under Cherry Bomb. Actually, no. We're gonna put Wolf above Cherry Bomb. But that's my list.
Search and
W video, Audrey. I really hope I'm saying your name. I remember I was watching your I watched your TikToks, and I was also watching when you were talking about was talking to Deontay, and he said your name multiple times, and no way am I trying to disrespect you. W video. I don't know what to say without sounding corny, so I'm gonna just leave it there. Sometimes you just gotta like a vid. Sometimes you gotta like a vid. Like a vid, don't get no opinion. Just like the vid, don't give an opinion. Shout out to Audrey. Shout out to Tyler, the creator. W aura. You can't give off too much of your aura. You feel me? All right, let's give a little bit of this.
A dude that does this,
Oh yeah, this is fake.
crowning himself,
Aura.
that's the opposite of aura.
He is responsible for the detriment of the NBA.
Let's also talk about Kyle Kuzma, how he passed him the ball during the bubble to make
Let's
that.
talk about Kyle Kuzma as a sentence I did not expect to hear today.
That's the thing with LeBron. We always redefine that line of clutch.
You picked your line.
First topic. No one will break LeBron James' scoring record.
I know
Facts. Yeah, no one will.
you're finna say some shit you do not believe. Let me hear it.
I believe all of it.
Show him some respect.
Somebody is going to break LeBron's all-time
Oh my God! Obviously, at one point, but like realistically, it's not going to be for like another 20 years.
scoring record. You think that just because he's doing it now, nobody's going to come after him and break him. That's what we thought about Kareem. And then guess what? Somebody broke it. Every single year, the NBA is becoming more efficient. It's getting easier for teams to score. Teams are getting smarter. All players are coming up and are learning 3 is more than 2. And so the way that people are learning how to play basketball is inherently more efficient. So people are going to come through. There's some middle schooler right now that's taking 30 footers who's going to show up, and he's going to break LeBron's scoring record. You don't think it's going to happen, but it probably will.
So you're saying because he hits more threes? I remember the chart, but okay, if we're talking about like threes, right? And remember, this is like, I don't know what his argument's going to be, right? But let's say, okay, Curry. Watch this. So Curry, at this point, I don't think anyone's going to be able to shoot better than Curry. I don't think it's possible. Well, not possible. I mean, at some point, maybe like 30 years down the line, but I don't think we're going to see anybody very soon that can shoot better than Stephen Curry. So we're going to go all-time NBA points rankings. Because Curry's had the green light for almost, he came into the league in, what was that, 07? 07? When did Curry get drafted? 09, my bad. So he came in at 09. He got the green light in 2013 to start bullshitting. So where's Curry? So subtract 4 years from his whatchamacallit. Subtract 4 years. If you were to subtract 4 years of him, 4 years of his gameplay. Not even 4, my bad. 09, 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's 4 years. Where's Curry? Oh, so Curry's on the first list then. There's no way Curry has more than him. Curry's 28 with only 4 years behind of being able to beat. Curry is 27 paces behind him with 4 years behind him of less like high input threes. If you add 4 more years, I'd have to divide this by his total out of the blank years, and then add that to an extra 4 years and see where he then ranks if you were to like allow him to start shooting earlier. But even then, no, I don't want to give him 4 years because realistically, it takes you like a good 1 to 2 years to come in like as that it guy and just be able to straight snipe shit consistently for it. You know what I'm saying? To blossom into that shooter you're supposed to be. So really, just I don't think anybody with an extra 2 years is even going to be able to beat Curry in the amount of threes he puts up in his entire career. I don't see that. So I don't know if we're even going to be able to pass Curry. If we're talking about, it's the threes are getting better.
Yeah. And again, if the argument is for the entirety of space and time, something is more likely to happen than never, sure, that's not really refutable. But if we're being practical and we're talking about what you can actually envision based on something you see and you predict, there's no real reason to think that other than hope. We can say that, 3 is more than 2 and the game has made this much of a change in the last 20 years. Maybe it'll make that same change 20 more years. it's not really linear. You know, there's only so much pushing of the envelope you can do. And while we've seen,
there's only so much evolution from a player you can be. Like I said, like people are evolving to start shooting like Curry. But first of all, you're going to be able to match his efficiency from a 3-point standpoint and still be able to put up more threes to him to even get closer to Brian. That's two things you got to take into account.
That huge envelope push happened in our time. That's not a guarantee that we're going to see another one. There's only so much space on the court, so much more math you can exploit. So I think maybe we're close to peak efficiency. If we're not, it keeps going up, fine. But you still have to reckon with the fact that somebody has to come in the league, be amazing right away, and be amazing for like 25 years.
I forgot about that fact. They have to come into the league early and literally dominate for 21 years straight. You get what I'm saying? That's like
ever missing a full season of injury. The closest one is like Kevin Durant. He's missed several full seasons of injury because it's honestly, he's hilariously lucky to never have torn an ACL in 25 years. Do you expect the next great star, who's a great star from 19, to be hilariously lucky for 25 years? I wouldn't. Yeah, maybe he's cheating. I don't know. But you better hope the next GOAT cheats too then, because I don't see any reason why that's going to happen or any reason to expect that.
Listen, if you want to talk about that, the way that the game is being played, that's getting better. That's being more efficient. You want to talk about medicine, that's getting better. That's more efficient.
Wait, what? So like, at some point we're gonna have like you're saying like medicine's getting better to the point that you're able to like prevent injury. Interesting. So in the next 10 years we're gonna have like medicine that'll stop your body from wear and tear. I don't know about that one, big brother, because at that point, I mean, we got flying cars and shit. What's the point of playing basketball? Interesting. And again, the league's getting better and better. I feel like it's gonna peak. I feel like we're like, okay, I get it, like, but it's like, what he's saying makes sense if you don't think about it. But like, yeah, the league's getting better and better because there was stuff to improve on. But think about it. In the 2000s, nobody was shooting a lot of threes. Now we're shooting a lot of threes. We're scoring more. But like that, there's only 3 points. The most amount of points you can get in a game is 3. You feel me? Like we're already max efficiency at the final real phase of basketball, the 3-point line. Athleticism, I guess, is peaking. So like scores getting higher. But I'm trying to think of a way that'll like you'll be able to like. I'm trying to think of a way in which the league can improve enough to where you can have another boom in scoring from a singularly scoring, not team like scoring as a team.
Everything is being set up for players to come in bigger, better, faster, stronger, which is what you say about every single generation afterwards. You may not think that it's going to be some massive explosion to where in 5 years we're going to instantly get the next GOAT. Basketball is going to be played for a long time, and the increment. The
argument he just made, bro, is obviously at some point it's going to happen. But he's saying from like, all right, bro. He's saying from like a practical. This is a weird argument because it's just like I don't know.
Fundamental differences. Eventually, we're going to get to 2055, and there's going to be some crazy kid, and he's going to come along and be the next GOAT.
But that's 2050, that's 30 years from now.
In 2099, when we're all long gone, then you got it. You can have it.
I'm going to win.
From the grave.
All right, I got a lot to say, but first off, let me just show you my shirt. It's kind of hot in here.
Got a costume change? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, LeBron relied a lot on athleticism.
Wait, what?
To go score all those points. We have players now like Luka who score like 30 points a night consistently without relying a lot on athleticism. And like this era too, you're shooting a lot more 3-pointers than ever before. So in what world would I not think someone who's taking more 3-pointers, scores 30 points a game at the age of 19, is not going to pass LeBron's scoring record? It sounds kind of ridiculous.
Okay, well, obviously relying on athleticism isn't true. We know he's extremely skilled, but I'll let you have that. Because the truth is, you need athleticism, especially as you age. All these guys that rely on skill, eventually, you have a little bit of athleticism that lets you make that skill happen. When that goes, it goes fast. That's what you talk about. A lot of small point guards end up, aging not super good because as soon as they lose that little edge they have that lets them use the other skills they have, they fall off a cliff. And while I think Luka's amazing, he is more athletic than you think, so we'll say that. He's not relying off of no athleticism. He's really good at change of speed and all this stuff that isn't necessarily running and jumping fast. He's athletic in his own way. As soon as he loses that, whatever age that may be, let's call it 35, he's going to be relying on a lot of tough buckets more than he does now. And you need to have some baseline of athleticism to age well. People don't typically age well as a volume scorer unless they're very athletic. You think of the best players that age well of all time. Chris Paul, Tim Duncan. They weren't out here averaging 25 at the age of 36. That's not the way their game's evolved.
They also don't rely on athleticism as much as LeBron does. Are you saying LeBron doesn't rely on his athleticism?
Anybody who has a high volume scoring relies on athleticism to some extent.
But LeBron doesn't rely on it more than other players?
No, he's more athletic than other players. That the word rely implies that's all he has and that he needs that.
Wait, what is he talking about relying on athleticism? These last like 6 years, he's been at his like most like non-athletic he's ever been ever. Like from like 2020, from 2019 to like current day, he is at peak. Like I mean, at the peak of his non-athletic vibe. He's literally just going around doing the best he can to score in other ways other than driving to the paint. I don't think they're relying on athletic. Like, it's IQ. What do you mean relying on, like, IQ? Relying on the three-point shot. Relying on that little pump fade. I mean, the fade off the post. Off the post up. You feel me? I don't know what's on.
Have you seen the last couple of years? That guy is not jumping high anymore. Those eyes are not going above the rim anymore.
LeBron's still not jumping high.
Not as high.
Bro, what is he? Oh, my God. You're frying me, Trent. You're frying me.
As he was. His forehead is barely touching the rim.
And Luka just relies on step-back three-pointers.
All right.
All right, so let me tell you what your GOAT did.
Okay.
Your GOAT created a whole generation of stat stuffers.
What? What is she talking about? What is she talking about? What is she talking about?
More than ever.
Okay.
Right? Everyone's about the stats. It's not about winning anymore.
Okay, so we're not even talking real hoops. She's just trolling. She just came here to smile. If LeBron came first, there wouldn't be an argument. Thank you.
If LeBron came before MJ, there wouldn't be an argument about who is better.
Oh my God. That means if you put like LeBron, if you switch positions and LeBron was on the Bulls, LeBron would have as many championships as he ever wanted. LeBron would not have gotten stopped by Larry. He would have skunked Larry. LeBron would have not have gotten stopped by. LeBron wouldn't have got stopped by Magic and Kareem, and then would have stumped them out. LeBron wouldn't have got stopped by the Pistons. He would have stumped them out. Every single person that Jordan lost to or even beat, Brown would have skunked them. Brown would have destroyed them. A 19-year-old Brown would have destroyed each and every one of them. And bro, LeBron was struggling for like 7 years, putting up a smooth like 27, 99, and 99, but it didn't amount to nothing because he had a trash team. You get what I'm saying? If you put LeBron in a situation where he doesn't have to score every single point and he can play his real position, which is controlling the floor, and being able to dissect the game, he's not gonna stop. Especially if you give him peak athleticism, or not even his peak, his beginning of his athletic peak. He's not getting stopped by them 6'4" centers. Them centers was like 6'6", 120 pounds, skinny frail white dudes that worked handyman jobs in Wyoming.
Mr. Deshaun.
He raised his hand fast.
Step forward.
That was instant.
Oh my God.
Say this very simply. This is a great question, by the way. We've already seen Jordan surpass the GOAT before him, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem, since high school, was ready to be the greatest player, just like we saw LeBron James. Kareem in his career, 6 NBA finals, right, where he won, okay, and he had made 10 appearances just like LeBron, except he happened to win more than LeBron did. Kareem, the all-time
A super team for sure.
Scoring leader, just like LeBron, correct? He also is top 10 in rebounds and might be up there in block shots as well. So we've already seen an all-around player with an unstoppable move and the persona bravado as I'm the greatest. And what did Jordan do? Surpassed him, right? He went 6-0. That's 100% in the finals. He also has the MVPs to match up with him and 6 finals MVP, which is something that Kareem did not do. So we have already seen this iteration of Jordan following up someone who is deemed as the greatest. So if you reverse the roles, there's still no debate. Jordan tops LeBron every time.
I appreciate your love for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Unfortunately, that is entirely irrelevant. This is not a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus LeBron James conversation. It is Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. If any of that mattered, you would have Kareem at 2 and LeBron at 3. Do you?
I have LeBron at 4.
All right, so clearly I'm speaking to somebody with an outrageous worldview on LeBron James. So that makes sense to me. That makes total sense now why you would bring that up. Unfortunately, I live in reality, and I do not believe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a greater player than LeBron James. All those things you said make sense if you're simply looking at it that all Jordan had to do to pass up and be the GOAT is check boxes on paper. And that makes total sense. As a Jordan fan, you see number 6, number 0, he's the GOAT. LeBron, the argument for him has nothing to do with whatever Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did. He's a better player, that he's, the typical things, bigger, faster, stronger, but he's a better passer. Scoring, let's call it equal. If you want to give it to Jordan by edge because of whatever reasons you have, sure. LeBron's a better interior scorer. If you want to give Jordan jump shooting, go ahead. Scoring is close enough. The passing is a big difference. I think LeBron's more versatile defensively. He's obviously the higher IQ player, lifts people up around him better, the better playmaker in that way. if you believe that he is truly the better player all around, which, you know, many LeBron fans do, obviously you don't, that would be enough that if he came first, you wouldn't see Jordan pass him up. So much of why Jordan is revered as his unquestioned GOAT is nostalgia, is he came first, is he was the first guard to come in and be a guy that showed you can, you know, win a title around a perimeter player when previously it was all big men, like you said. If LeBron had did that first, that talking point would be irrelevant. He would be great, obviously, he'd be in the conversation, but none of that nostalgia would be attached to him, and he wouldn't have this reverence about him. He wouldn't be the same outside the court figure because we would have already had LeBron to deify in that way. So all of that type of bigger than basketball stuff that's attached to Jordan's name would be gone. There'd be very little argument, especially if LeBron presumably dominated that generation in the same way Jordan did, which I don't have any doubt he would. Do you?
Yeah, I do, and I think you made a couple of points that aren't based in fact and more based in opinion.
That's all it is.
Well, no, there are some facts to back it up.
For sure.
If LeBron came first, like, this is a genuine opinion. There's no way to what are we talking about, Slam?
We talked about being a more versatile defender. The Defensive Player of the Year awards don't say that.
You want to talk about the?
Well,
go ahead.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
Right. So that goes in favor of Jordan. You said we can call scoring equal.
We want to talk about D-boys. Are you serious? D-boys? All right, bro. Let's go. All you gotta do is type in Yahoo Reporter, ESPN, 90s rulings.
How? Michael Jordan once averaged 37 points per game. Has LeBron ever done that? No.
Are we gonna go off of the best scores of all time, or the ones who average the most per year?
Are you gonna let me finish?
You asked a question.
You gave me a pause to respond.
Your argument was also that was just the little pregnant.
Okay,
pause.
being dramatic. Go ahead. My bad. Okay, I respect it.
LeBron's stats are more based in longevity, right? If you're talking about who's the greatest scorer, we're looking at points per game. We're looking at playoff performances. We're looking at regular season performances. You can't call that a wash, right? You can't call the defensive stats a wash either. And then you talked about uplifting players and making players better. Is that really true? I don't think so. Who did Jordan take to the finals?
Scottie Pippen, who once Jordan left, was a top 3 player in the league. Dennis Rodman, a top player in the top 2 defensive player, one of the the greatest utility guy of all time. Fucking Steve Kerr. What are we talking about?
Scottie Pippen, Luke Longley, Ron Harper, a bunch of players that after they left him were not able to accomplish the same things. When LeBron James gets a player, they get worse. Remember that guy Kevin Love? What was he doing in Minnesota?
That Kevin Love didn't get worse. That what blows me about that situation is I was talking to my mans about this. Kevin Love didn't get worse when he played with LeBron. Kevin Love stepped into a role. We have to look at the situations, right? Okay, so just like on the Heat, when you pick out a team and get a team of high caliber stars, you have to understand there's gonna be there's a chopping block. Who's the best players on your team? LeBron. Who's your best players on the team? We can just name them. LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. LeBron's better than Chris Bosh. D Wade was the guy on that team, so there's no way he's taking the cut on that team. If there's 2 players better than him, and you can only share the ball one time, there's only one ball to share, somebody has to understand that, okay, if he's first option, he's second option, I'm third option, I have to play my role, and I have to adapt to them. That's what Chris Bosh did. Yeah, and we can apply that, and I was saying that because we can apply that same situation to Kevin Love. It's K-Love isn't better than Kyrie, and Kevin Love isn't better than LeBron. Kevin Love had to lower his role as a player because he was playing a role. You already had 2 superstars. You already had 2-1 in the 1-2 punch. You had the Batman and Robin. You're Duke. You feel me? You're Cassandra Cain. you're gonna play a role. You're not the main character, so you're gonna have to sit in the corner, get a couple of catch and shoot threes, set some screens, and play good defense. I never understood that argument, bro.
And then what happens when he joins LeBron in Cleveland? Kyrie Irving, same thing. Players don't get better.
Kyrie Irving doesn't get better. Kyrie just had an ego. But yeah, Kyrie got because he was young. I'm sorry, Kyrie did get better because he was young and he had the chance. It depends on what you mean by better. If you mean his numbers rose and he got what do you mean by better? Because I'm gonna be honest, Cavs Kyrie might be his best iteration. 2018 was his most flashy is, I guess you want to say. The Nets was him, he was playing really well on the Nets before he got injured, and then the Mavericks. I feel offensively, 40 points, back-to-back 40 bombs, in the finals. That Kyrie Irving, I feel and I didn't fart. That was me scratching. I feel you can't get that much better than what you had back then. Kyrie is still great, and he did improve, but I don't know if I would say I would rather take 2016 Kyrie over any other iteration of Kyrie.
LeBron is able to dominate the game more and take them away from the stardom that they already had because he likes to acquire players and not make them homegrown.
Yeah, I hear you, and everything you said makes total sense if you stopped thinking about basketball in like 2010, and if you were still in like points per game equal good, and we didn't realize what the value of efficiency, the value of playing in a certain system that gets touches to other people, not simply funneling into one person. Points per game hasn't been the metric for who makes simply the better scorer in like 15 years of discourse. We are so far past that. If you view points per game as the end all be all, great. Then he's going to be your GOAT regardless. But if you understand the value of efficiency, the value of getting a certain type of bucket that creates shots for others, and value of making the right play and not simply chasing a high points per game value, it's easy to understand why LeBron is equally as good of a scorer. In his prime, he shot nearly 80% at the rim, which is ridiculous. We don't have the tracking numbers for Jordan back then. It would have been good too. He would have been 68, 70, obviously. Part of that is era. He would have been lower because less spacing. So we could acknowledge that. He wouldn't have been a goddamn 80. I'll tell you that. He wouldn't have been the freight train in the open court that LeBron is. I feel very safe saying LeBron is the best open court scorer getting to the rim, probably of all time, besides the bigs like Shaq. Is that fair?
Hold on, I'm going to have to go 24 seconds on this topic.
24 seconds, and I'll run this again. The question was, if LeBron came first, would there be an argument? I've already given you the factual data that prove we've seen a version of LeBron who was regarded as the
Like, I get what he's saying. They had a GOAT. I mean, obviously, you're going to have a GOAT before you, but there's a difference between, like, Kareem as the GOAT and LeBron James as the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between the two. I think he's saying, like, oh, we already had a GOAT, so Jordan did it first, so he'll do it again. But Kareem isn't the GOAT. Kareem was the GOAT of the time. You feel me? So it's like, I get what he's saying, kind of, but not really.
Uncontended GOAT, which was Kareem. Jordan surpassed him, and I gave you the career stats, which Kareem had more career stats at the time.
What annoys me about these situations, these sit downs, like it'd be like the conservatives and like the little conservative ones with like Dean in them, or even these are like so bullshit, and not in like a bad way. I mean, like, because rarely ever in life will you ever have a conversation with someone who's truly genuinely open to a second perspective and they're open to being wrong. And this comes from, like, if you know me, I even hate being wrong. So I'm saying, I'm being honest. People don't like to be wrong. People pretend like they're very open to critique and open to being like told they're wrong and willing to change their viewpoint until it's time. Like, all these people came here, oh yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But then, like, when you're given information that goes against your world view and what you've studied, it takes a lot of like self-control to be like, you know what, you're wrong. So like, even in this situation, both of them are spouting facts. I guess you could say personal bias is leading me towards LeBron, because I feel, in my opinion, I think LeBron's the GOAT. But I'm hearing his points, but I'm not seeing enough to prove me wrong. Versus on his side, the points he's hearing, it's more like he's listening to argue versus listening to understand. And that's kind of what's getting me. And it's not just him. That's what I'm saying. I feel like all these things are bullshit in a way, like, rarely will the person they're sitting down to ever try to, especially like the conservative ones with Dean. They do. I don't know. At this point, he's doing never clout. He's wasting his time talking to them conservatives. They do that. Them folks do not listen. Them folks don't care about anything you say about statistics and that. They'll never believe you. You feel me? Like, I don't know.
I gave you the finals MVP. I gave you the finals win. Jordan came into the league and took that away from Kareem. He also took it away from Bird, and he also took it away from Magic.
If LeBron James walked through those doors on his Lakers teams, he would have accomplished just as much as Kareem while being the better player. It wouldn't be an argument. It's entirely irrelevant to focus on what happened to those guys. We're talking about a hypothetical in which a better player was in those situations.
If you're an NBA player at the beginning of
yeah, I think that's what he's forgetting. Jordan is better than Kareem. Not Jordan. Brown is better than Kareem. I think that's what we're forgetting.
What is your ultimate goal?
To win a championship. I'll go ahead and give you what you want to hear.
Thank you. If you're an NBA player at the beginning of each season, what is your ultimate goal?
Depends. Like, mine's to win a chip, but like Carmelo Anthony wanted to get money. Like, what is that?
Championship. I'll go ahead and give you what you want to hear.
Thank you. Well, what other goal would there be?
Keep going.
Okay, anyway. So at the start of each season, you want to win a championship, right?
Yes.
And if we think about some of the greatest winners of all time, right, would you say that winning a three-peat is difficult?
Very so.
So how many times has that happened in history? Do you know? A few times, right? So some of the greatest players in history, some of the greatest winners in history have only...
Shout out Kobe. Didn't he for three-peat? It was 2000, 01, and 02. And then 03 when Shaq... 03 was when Shaq... No, they lost with Shaq, then Shaq left, right? He three-peated, right? Kobe three-peated them first 2 years. Yeah, okay, he three-peated. Okay. Then they lost to... Was it the Pistons? They lost to the Pistons, right? Was it the Pistons? And then D Wade came in and was that? I'll get my timelines mixed up. I'm trying to remember. They lost. I believe that was 04. 06 is when D Wade run, right? I think D Wade won in 06, right? 06, yeah, D Wade won in 06. He carried that. He was it his rookie year, right? No, it wasn't. He got drafted. He didn't get drafted. It was like yeah, I'm tripping. He was with LeBron. He led that team. He was just a leader of the team. He carried his team.
In a row, maybe won a few, but they were like sporadic throughout their career. It's rare that you see a team or a player accomplish a three-peat, right?
But that's not that. I don't understand that argument because it wasn't just Jordan. He had he just had the greatest team ever, the second greatest team ever assembled. Of course you're gonna three-peat. That doesn't make sense to me, bro. You feel me? Like
he won it, I think, like every other year. He has like 5 of them, but he never did it twice in a row.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant did it 3 times in a row, and it took him and Shaq to do it, right? He did 3.
What does that mean though? It took Jordan, Scotty, and Scotty and Rodman.
Three-peat, right? I think those 60 Celtics with Cousy and them, they did it like 100 times in a row, whatever it was. I'm just saying, but that was a different era. My point is,
I'm gonna watch this one by myself. It's a long ass video. I didn't know I was streaming for this long. Let me see if this TikTok shit happen one more time. Cause I wanted to show you these TikToks so I can clip for them. Oh, shout out Twin. I be fucking with somebody. I fuck with somebody. She good. She's good. Oh, I forgot what I could do. Hold on, y'all. I know exactly what I'm finna do. Cause I'm finna get my clips off, boy. What you thought? You thought I was finna you? What much is on lunch? Nigga, he ate it for lunch. Bitch, on my body, I get what I want. Like, you thought I was finna you?
Would you guys believe?
Yo. Getting fucking my shit denuclearized, cuz. Pockets ain't empty, cuz. Of course I got a clip for him. Gotta get niggas to come see me. My video just hit 300K. I need niggas to come fuck with me. Okay, so it's just something genuinely going on with like the messaging system. That's what it is. Give me a second. I want to try something really quick. That's so annoying though, cause like why my shit, bro? Cause I genuinely wanted to clip for him. I ain't bitching though. My phone just gets hacked, bro. I swear to God, my phone be getting hacked. Alright, yeah, it's not working. Alright. Let me get up out of here. I'm tired. Fat paw tired. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow though. I don't know why I be touching my hair so much. I like my hair. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll be back on tomorrow. Allegedly it's gonna snow on Tuesday, so we're gonna see how that goes. But regardless, y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all stay safe. God bless the world.